that gripped high schools during the second term of last year's school calendar. Once taking now live to the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, where that event is currently ongoing. Those pictures on your screen in just a moment. There you go. That's the CS speaking. Let's listen in.
We have to learn from one another and help each other. But I am personally concerned, and the responsibility that we all have right now, especially the people seated on this side of the room, is to make sure that our sector remains stable. Please, and this applies to all of us, vice chancellors, principals of colleges, head teachers here, let us pay attention to how we transport students and what we allow to happen, during this season. We've insisted, and we are going to work with other agencies in government on this particular issue. We have to take care of the safety of the learners we have in our institutions. Vice chancellors, tell your deans of students and the others to be very firm on what they can allow and so on in the movement of our students. Because, God forbid, if you wake up in the morning and you are dealing with a situation such as I saw in Tanzania the other day, it's very painful. Let's be very, very responsible, because these are our children. The parents have entrusted them to us so that we can work together with them. We are also exploring a possibility of seeing how we can align our school calendars, both universities. That's why I want to listen to our vice chancellors. We need your advice on your semester dates, because we want to suggest to you that because this exercise happens once in a year, once in 5 years, we want to see whether we can actually break the school calendar across the board for 2 weeks from 4th of August, so that every learner is with the parents and every learner is, at home. University, colleges, of course, basic education, we already have agreed. The timetable is clear. Now I want to consult with the vice chancellors and the principals of colleges that we actually take a 2-week break from 4th of August, so that, the learners in our institutions will have time to go and vote. You yourselves have time to participate. And I know that we are the ones who contribute the largest number of election officials as an education sector. Something we should be grateful about to God. We contribute the largest managers to the electoral process. So we would like to provide, I should have qualified that by saying we contribute the largest number formally and informally, because I know many political party think tanks are formed by scholars and educated people. So we contribute the largest number of participants formally and informally. So we want to provide an opportunity from 4th so that we break for 2 weeks from 4th to provide a peaceful environment so that the exercise can go on without any of our people feeling unduly inhibited as we go. But I know for the universities it will require that you look at your semesters and so on. That's what I want to hear from you. And the colleges the same. Let's discuss this issue. Our proposal as ministry is that we take a 2-week break from 4th of August to facilitate the process of elections as it were. So the rest of the other issues, we will discuss them. And my colleagues from the basic education sector, the PS has already done the circular, which will go out through your RCs. And if there's anything you need us to know, we'll go ahead. Some of our institutions are polling stations. Again, what's different this year, and I've spoken to the chair of IBC on this issue, we will hand over our institutions formally. It will not be a case where we walk out and then the IBC says we are coming here to Lone Tree Primary School to conduct elections. No, we must know from IBC how many classrooms they will need, in which classrooms those are, and what facilities they will need. For those of you whose colleges or universities will be used, same story. You need to have an inventory of what facilities the IBC will need, hand them over, and then receive them back from the IBC as soon as the process is done, so that we're able to help each other, be responsible. I have already written to the chair of IBC about our school in Migori, which I expect would be repaired by the political party that was involved. Our school somewhere, I think in Laikipia or Nanyuki, which I hope will be repaired by the party that is involved. And it's upon the IBC to ensure that public property that's damaged is repaired, because we do not build schools so that they are destroyed in the process. And as responsible citizens, these schools do not belong to us. We should be responsible adults. We are borrowing these facilities from our children. It is very shameful to borrow things from our children and destroy them in the process. Our children need them. So let's talk to each other as responsible adults. We are borrowing these facilities from our children. Let us return them to our children in the condition that they can use them when we are done using them. It's like you borrow something from your son or a pen from your son and you throw it away. It's not sensible to behave that way. So I think these are the issues that we will deal with as we go along, and many others that we're going to address. I wish you all the best, but before you leave and we all leave to our respective discussion rooms, I want you to know that we at Jogo House are very grateful to you. However hard we work, my brothers and sisters, we can't run the education sector of our country on our own. You vice chancellors who work so hard with your colleagues, the chancellors and the others in universities, we are very grateful for the work that you do. My colleagues, the principals who are here, we are eternally grateful for your commitment and the level of responsibility that you have shown. We've gained a lot from conversations with you. I want to ask you, Mr. Ndimuli, and your colleagues that let us have a completely stable, peaceful sector as we move to the elections for the sake of our children and for the sake of our country. My joy, and I believe all of you people